Hello, Courtney here, lead trainer at One Fit Mom Fitness here, and I'm here to ask you, have you ever wanted to try personal training, online training? Do you need guidance? Are you stuck where you're at? You want to move forward, you want to feel healthier, you want to get in shape, but you don't know where to start. Well, I'm here to take you through my Strength Training for Women 6-week push intensified online training program, but I'm going to show you exactly what is involved in it before you decide to invest in yourself. So I'm going to take you through this program and show you what type of training we use, how we do it, so that you can decide if it's a good fit for you. So here it is. So a little bit about me. So my name's Courtney. I'm a dental hygienist by trade, but I've been in the fitness industry for 13 years, basically my entire life. Training comes easily to me because I've been doing it for so long, but it wasn't always like that. I actually struggled very hard in the beginning. My journey started when I was in college. I gained the freshman 15. I was uneducated, so I cut calories, cut food groups. When I hit the gym, all I did was run on the treadmill, and that went on for a good year. And I followed all these fancy diets. I'd start Monday, come Wednesday, I'd fall off track because, you know, if you've tried those diets or those fancy diets out there, they're not sustainable. You get hungry, you're cutting foods, and you'd fall off track by Wednesday, and then you'd tell yourself, I'll start Monday. And this cycle went on for an entire year. So I went an entire year in that cycle until I really dove in, educated myself, and got into strength training, really a particular style of training, followed by food, and lots of food, because food is what we need for results. So I eventually, a year later, came up with this training routine, and the results started to happen. So I did this for about 13 years until I decided to finally put it on paper for all you guys. So I've done it through 2 pregnancies and still in the best shape of my life. I'll be 32, and I'm in better shape now than I was in my early teens, 20s. And even with my first pregnancy, I trained using this right up until 7 months, and I was running right up until 7 months of the pregnancy. So it does work, it's easy, and like I said, I have 2 kids, so it's adaptable into your life. So next is a disclaimer, because I'm not a doctor, I'm not a medical professional. This is a routine that I've used that's worked very well for me and many other women that are using it. So I always advise to check with your doctor before starting any routine. So getting started. So this is where I'll take you through a few videos. So video number 1, I go into basically the general program. So you get access to all this in your download. So video number 2, I talk about the meal plan. Video number 3, we go over the training techniques. So it's not just simply about lifting weights and cardio bursts. There's a specific way to lift weights. You don't want to just slug those weights around. There's specific repetition sequence that I use, followed by sets, and I explain all that in these videos. So if this is foreign language to you now, it won't be when you're done watching these. And then of course, I go through the exercises. So you'll see here that there's the upper body demo. So I go through every single exercise to show you exactly how to do it, proper form. And then down here, lower body, the exact same thing. So I go through the exercises, I show you how to do them so you have proper form. And then the best part of all is you get this lifetime training with me via online strength training for women, private support group for women only. So you can see here is you click there and you get access to the group. It's an amazing group of women. We share our struggles, our wins, and just a whole bunch of goodness. It's very motivational, and it's a lot of the friendships that are built in there that keep each other going. And then mindset. We really touch on mindset because mindset is everything. If you go into this thinking it's not going to work, or it's too hard, or any other excuse that we feed ourselves, your mind's going to win. So we talk about switching the mindset. You have to think about this as a lifestyle change with no deadline in sight. You have to just take it one day at a time. And this video here explains everything about mindset. So we really keep talking about mindset throughout the group. About we celebrate the wins, and mindset's very important. Setting goals. So we'll set goals when you first sign on. So it's good to have a goal, especially on paper. You can write it right here and print it out, because without a goal, it's just a dream, right? You need to put it down on paper and figure out what it is that you want to achieve and how you're going to achieve it. You'll see here, there's a fitness tracker. So you can click there and download and print your very own fitness tracker that will allow you to document your measurements, write down your meals, plan your workouts. So what we do is I have the girls, when they first sign up, print out their workout calendar, write down what days they're going to work out. So we train 4 days a week. So they plan out their 6 weeks. We hang it on the mirror or the fridge, and they physically place an X across each day as we go along. Now this is going to help you stay on track. It's very rewarding when you see that you're placing X's and crossing off those workouts and those days, and you're getting closer and closer, and you know that you're really working towards something. So let's talk about an example for a goal. So here's an example. I will lose 15 pounds by September 2018 by preparing my meals weekly, which will help me stay on track with my nutrition. I will drink my recommended amount of water each day and exercise 30 minutes a day 4 times a week. So that's the type of goals we talk about. So you don't just want to say, I want to lose 30 pounds, but how? How do you want to lose it? What are you going to do to get there? So we go into really the specifics. And then measuring success. So this is me here. I've had quite the transformation. In the first photo, none of my clothes fit. This was after my second daughter, and I really struggled to get back in shape after the second one. It's a lot harder to lose the baby weight after the second one, I tell you that. So I went from not being able to fit into any of my clothes, so I lived in pajamas, and I didn't have the motivation to get back into it, to finally kicking the excuses to the curb and working hard and following this program. And now I'm in the even better shape than before. So measuring success. We do not like the scale. I have the mindset and taught the mindset to the girls in the group that the scale does not define you. It's just a number. It can't measure how much muscle you have or how much body fat you have. It doesn't mean anything. So we've really shifted the mindset from measuring your success, drifting away from the scale, but rather using progress pictures and we like to call them non-scale victories. So more energy, that's progress. Measurements, that's progress. There's so many ways to measure success, and we really talk about that as well. And then we go over why nutrition is important. So my philosophy basically is basic clean eating. So breakfast and then 5 to 6 meals a day. So clean eating means, cutting out all the processed stuff. Lots of food for sure. There's no restricting here. There's no, you won't be going hungry on this plan. So a lot of food. We eat a lot of food. Actually, a lot of the girls, when they sign up, they look at the meal plan and they're not used to eating that much food in a day, and they message me and they say, are you sure I'm supposed to eat this much? And I just tell them to trust me and go with it. And they're pleasantly surprised by the energy and the efficiency of their body, and even some weight loss at the end of even the first 7 days. So nutrition is very important. And I believe in intuitive eating. I follow that approach and using all 3 macronutrients. So that means it's healthy carbs, healthy fats, and protein. So no cutting out groups, no calorie counting, no measuring. I've tried all that in the beginning of my journey, and for me, it just didn't work. It's too frustrating, and throw in the towel is too much work. So clean eating principles. So we'll talk about my clean eating principles. So you can see here, processed foods and refined sugars have got to go. Staying hydrated, eating breakfast every morning, no alcohol, juice, soda, or sports drinks during the plan. Always eat post-workout. Avoid the fat-free and fat-free and low-calorie labels, as they are processed and usually contain sugar and other chemicals. So yeah, those are eye-catching labels, but steer away from them because they have to replace that fat with something, and it's usually sugar. So, and then lastly, listen to your body. If you're full, stop eating. If you're hungry, eat. It's very intuitive. We have to listen to our body. And then these are just some of my best kept secrets to stay on track. So I go through things like not going to the grocery store hungry, writing out your meal plan and keeping a journal, cooking extra for leftovers. And then down here, you'll see. So like I said, we don't measure, we don't count calories, but portions are important. So I like to follow this approach. So you can see here, you can see there, I have it outlined on how to measure portions with your hand. Now this is neat because we are all different shapes and sizes, so our hands are proportionate to our body, so it's going to be custom for us. So it's basically like a custom portion control system. So I do not measure my foods, count my calories or anything at the moment. I've eyeballed and know exactly how much food I should eat, so this will happen to you. So as you go through the first week, you're going to eyeball how much protein, carbohydrates, and healthy fats you need, that you'll no longer need to use your hands to portion control. So like I said, we're talking about all the different macronutrients. So I give you a list of proteins. So when you're building your meal plan, I like to say it's nice if you can have your meals including all 3 macronutrients. So each meal you have has a protein, healthy carb, and healthy fat. So if you're stuck scratching your head and thinking I need a more healthy fat into my meal plan, what is a healthy fat? Don't worry, because it's all laid out here for you. So this gives you all the protein sources for when you're building a meal plan. Carbohydrates. Now carbs are not just starchy grains, but they're also fruit and vegetables. Those are a source of carbs as well. So I give you all the healthy carbs here, the fruits, and the vegetables. And of course on this plan, the vegetables are unlimited. And then here's your healthy fats. So I give you all your healthy fats here so that you know what healthy fats are. And you'll see in my meal plan that I have coconut oil. And what that means is that's what you're going to cook with. So you're going to use coconut oil to do your cooking. That's a healthy fat. It's beneficial. So that's, when you see that in the meal plan, that's what it means. And then of course extras. So spices, almond milk, things like that, pure maple syrup. And then as we're approaching the meal plan below, I went ahead and made a shopping list for you. So you basically print this out, take it to the grocery store. This will be enough groceries to cover your meal plan, which is below. So here's the meal plan. So as you can see, it's tons of food. So we start with breakfast, and you can see their breakfast is oatmeal, strawberries, 2 eggs or 5 egg whites, and 1 tablespoon coconut oil. So the coconut oil, you're just going to cook with that. And that's a huge breakfast. So you can see lots of food. There's no shortage of food on this meal plan. Your body needs food to transform. And then down here is just a basic grocery shopping list. So I've outlined the categories again, like above, but on a simple one sheet so that you can take this to the grocery store. And if you need more healthy fats in your diet, you just pick from the list. Or if you need carb ideas, you just pick from the list. So that's there and ready to go for you. So getting started with strength training. So there's so many benefits of strength training. It was the main component that I added to my cardio only routine that gave me results. So not just physical results, but mental results, reduce stress, improve sleeping, better digestion. So I did have a little bit of IBS prior to starting my training 13 years ago, and including strength training paired with cardio has completely eliminated that. So there's so many benefits to adding strength training to just your cardio based program. So then we talk about strength training 101. So of course, I'm not just going to throw you in and say lift these weights. I'm going to tell you how to do them. So here you can see repetitions. I follow a basic repetition sequence, super simple, and I talk about that with you. And then sets. So this sounds foreign to you, but when you watch my video explaining it all, it's going to come super easy to you. Eventually, you won't even need to look at my plan anymore, because you're going to memorize these workouts because they're super basic but effective and really easy to follow. And then of course, movement speed at the bottom here, because you don't want to just slug those weights around. It needs to be slow and controlled to engage your muscles. So as we come in down here, we're going to go into the warm up and the cool down. And then this is your training schedule. So like I said, we train 4 days a week. Each workout is about 30 minutes. So I've laid out here Monday, Tuesday, upper body, lower body, rest, upper body, lower body, Saturday and Sunday, rest, rest. So you get weekends off. Now this can be customized to your own schedule. I've laid this out just as a basic outline, but you can change the days around to fit your schedule. So the upper body phase 1. So as you can see, I have pictures of the workout and instructions on how to do it. But like I mentioned before, if you go back to the beginning of the program, I have full video explaining how to do these workouts, demonstrating them, and how to do proper form. So this is the upper body phase 1. So I have 2 different phases. You'll see the workout schedule at the end, but phase 1 is strength training. I have a phase 2, which is just a more dialed in form of training, really honing in on those muscles, those key muscles like the biceps, specific muscles that we really want to tone and define, and giving the body a different, a bit of a switch up. So phase 1, so these are all the workouts you'll follow. So like I said, this will take you 20 minutes to complete, to do just these basic workouts. All you need is a dumbbell, and if you have a resistance band, that's great. This can be taken to the gym, or it can be used at home. I'd say almost 100% of the girls following this use it at home. Most of them are busy moms, and they do this at home. So I have 20 minutes of strength training, a bit of ab work, and then I always follow my strength training with a cardio blast. So you'll finish with a cardio blast, and that could be anything like a run, a bike, elliptical, anything that's going to get your heart rate up. Jump rope. So phase 1 for the lower body, same thing. I demonstrate the exercises and give you a description. But again, there is a video at the beginning of the program that will walk you through, showing you exactly how to do these workouts live. So lower body, finish with ab work, and then we finish with a cardio blast again, as always. So we have a shred week. So this is shred week. I'll show you in the training schedule that you can see listed below, but shred weeks we do strictly just cardio and abs. So this is going to help shred any extra fat, burn that fat. So here, this is the additional ab work with shred week plus your cardio. So then we go into upper body phase 2. So I just have some different workouts in there, some more dialed in, focused on those specific muscles that we really want to tone and then followed by a cardio burst, and then the same with the lower body phase 2. This will make sense when I show you below. So same thing, a few different workouts added in. And then of course supplements. I don't take anything fancy, just a basic multivitamin. Omega-3 fish oil is a good one to take. And then protein powder. So this is the specific protein powder I use, and I've given you a link here to click. I order mine offline, and it comes straight to my house in about 2 days. Branched chain amino acids is something I've incorporated into my training for the past year or so, and it's amazing. You can click here to order as well offline. BCAA, what it is that an amino acid, and it's a pre-workout. So it helps give you energy to push through your workout. Tastes amazing, helps your muscles recover, and yeah, it's just a great additive. So I've added that in as well. So we'll go down. So here's the workout calendar I was mentioning. So you can actually put in the dates and X these off as you go. Hang it on your fridge, hang it on the bathroom mirror, somewhere where it's always in your face and reminding you to stick with it and keep going. So you can see how I've laid it out. Week 1 of the push is strength training phase 1, strength training phase 1. So of course we alternate upper body, lower body, rest. We're gonna do 4 days a week. And then we come down here, towards the end, we're getting into the shred phase. So we add some cardio and abs, and we're into phase 2. And then I teach you how to progress your program. So you don't have to worry about this too much, because once you're in our support group, you can ask me questions anytime and I'll help you along with your program. But basically, this program can be used for life. I've been using the same program for 13 years and still getting amazing results. Basically, when the weights get too easy to lift, you just go heavier. And that's how you progress your program. So a bonus meal plan. I've added in this bonus meal plan because, like I've said, we're all different, we're all unique, our bodies work in different ways. And this goes against anything I've ever taught you, but I've dove in and really studied and looked at the studies on this way of eating. And because I won't recommend anything to you unless I believe in it, unless I've tried it myself, I went ahead and tried this way of eating, and I was really blown away by not just the instant physical results, but the mental clarity. The biggest thing that happened was my cravings completely disappeared. And I'm a cookie hoarder, so that was huge. So this bonus meal plan is for those who have tried everything. You exercise, you eat clean, and you, for the life of you, cannot lose the weight. There's a bit of science behind this, and I'm going to explain. So this is the bonus meal plan. And this is my actual results. So I followed this way of eating for quite some time, and this is what happened. So this is me, and I'm not looking to lose weight. I did this for because I will not recommend anything unless I've done it myself, unless I believe in it, and it was amazing. So this is me here. This is only like 3-4 weeks apart, but I'm also doing the push program with my ladies, so it could be paired results with that. I'm doing this program, and then I included this way of eating. So this is me bloated before starting, like we're at week 5 now, so this is like 5-6 weeks ago. So before really diving in, and then this is me now. So you can see results really happened, and it's pretty amazing. So this is it here. So discover the smart way of eating. This is the 6-week shred, and so it's through Time Nutrition. So I'm going to teach you about Time Nutrition. And disclaimer, I do not recommend this part of the program or this meal plan for anyone who is pregnant or nursing, and it is not for children or anyone under the age of 18. So what is Time Nutrition? So Time Nutrition is basically eating specific times of the day. So I'll go into more of the science behind it, but and the myths behind it too. So it's basically, you're not starving yourself, you're not, you're not starving yourself, it's actually very healthy to do it, to try Time Nutrition. If you YouTube or Google anything about this, you'll see the studies, and it's very beneficial. But let's talk more down here. So understanding the body. So a lot of the weight that we carry as women is hormonal, especially if you've been like a size 0 and you had a baby and you can't lose the weight and you can't get back to your pre-pregnancy body, or if you're, you've been on the pill and you were very small in high school, but now you keep gaining and gaining and gaining despite your efforts. A lot of it is hormonal, and it has to do with insulin resistance. So here's the idea behind it is, when we eat, if we're feeding our body all day long, our body is using that food for energy because we're constantly giving it food. And especially the types of food that we eat these days, with the processed food, the fast food. So we're giving our body constant energy. So it does not need to go in, we're giving it constant energy, but sometimes we're giving it too much. So it stores that extra as fat. So if we're constantly feeding it and indulging all the time, it doesn't need to tap into our fat stores to burn the fat. It just keeps using the fuel that we're giving it. So the idea behind this is that you time your nutrition, you put in a bit of a fast in the morning, and that way it's allowing your body to tap in to those fat stores. So here's a little bit more here. So here's my little drawing. So you can see at night while we sleep, we are naturally fasting. So, and this is going to happen in your fasting window as well. So because we're sleeping and we're not feeding our body with fuel, our body must get the fuel from elsewhere. So you can see here, it's tapping into all our fat stores. Why do you feel lean when you wake up? Well, this is why. So here's during the day. So when you eat, what you're going to do is fast for 16 hours. So that includes sleeping, and you're going to eat in an 8-hour window throughout the day. So when you eat in your 8-hour window, this is what happens. Let's just say we all have a tank. So your tank is full. You got to keep a full tank to get through your work day, to get through your workouts, to be productive. And then this is what happens at the end. This is what we're trying to correct by balancing our hormones with Time Nutrition. So we eat all day long, we indulge, we eat. We're told to eat all the time. And this is what happens. Our body starts storing all that food because we're eating, and it's not tapping into our fat stores because we're constantly eating. We don't follow a window. With Time Nutrition, I have you stop your eating anywhere from 7 to 7:30. So this is what happens. We get all this stored fat. So our body is constantly working by digesting and storing food all day from sunrise to sundown. So you're giving it plenty of energy from food, so why would it want to tap into your fat stores and burn them for energy when it doesn't need to? And these are all the myths. These are myths that I believed. And I was pleasantly surprised to find that they are not true. And so I'm sharing those myths with you because you maybe have the same questions as well. And then my basic Time Nutrition principles. So this is going to go against everything I've taught you traditionally with the basic clean eating plan at the top. I'd recommend starting with the basic clean eating plan, and then if you are wanting to hone in on your results a bit more, then go with the Time Nutrition. Or if you're someone starting out the program already, knowing that you've tried everything and you can't lose the weight, you can't get the results, you can't burn the fat, you want more energy, you want improved sleep. If you know you've already tried it all, then you can start this program, the 6-week push, but use this meal plan. So there's a couple different alternatives because we are all different. And then down here is the 7-day time nutrition meal plan. So as you can see, I have more videos that go into detail to explain. So where is it? Right here. Video interview with Dr. Jason Fung. He is amazing. If you want to learn more about time nutrition, go ahead to YouTube and look up Jason Fung. And then a short video on how it works with the body. So again, I tried it out and it's amazing, and it's for the women who have tried everything and you maybe have hormonal imbalances. So that's who it's for. So let me just give you a peek into our group really quickly here. So this is my amazing support group online. So you can see here, very group of supportive, amazing women. So this is what you're going to have access to when you begin the program. So you can see we talk about a whole bunch of different stuff. Talk about our foods and we do our workouts. Lots of support in there. So that's it. I took you through the program. My next group is starting in a week or so, and I run these every 6 weeks. So if your time is now and you're ready to start something that you've never, or if you've tried everything and you need something different, this would be a good fit for you. So reach out, send me a message, or if you have more questions, that's what I'm here for. So that's about it, guys, and hope to talk to you soon. Bye.